Welcome back, guys. This is part 2 of my dogfish video. So I want you to guys see how we skin the dogfish that I filleted in part 1. We're gonna go ahead and move these over there, guys. So this is the filleted part of the fish, and it's just like any other fish. When it comes to skinning, you want to start down on the bottom, and we're going to try to get as much of this skin off, as close to the skin as possible. Now I understand that these are beautiful fish, and I'm going to try a couple of different things. I'm going to take the liberty, guys, of doing it with you guys right on camera that I've never done before. I'm going to try to start skinning it on the other end after I do this one. But instead of just starting here, because the fillet on the tail end rounds itself up, what I want to do is I want to start by kind of scooping the fillet out first and then start to take it. See, so this way most of it came out of the actual skin portion. And you don't want a super razor sharp knife because it'll cut right through the skin. So this is skinning pretty well right now, and I like it. I don't know how it'll skin out if I start at the other end first. Okay, so there's just a little piece left on that skin, guys, and you got to kind of feel your way around it. Now let's take a look at the back side and see what was left. Now that's a pretty good skin job. The only thing that was left from all of that skin is this little patch right here. And the way that we're going to get this little patch off, that's already off. We're going to go ahead and try to find a little spot where we can stick our knife in and get up under that little tiny patch of skin. Now all you want to do is you don't want to take too much of the meat with you. So we're going to take that off. You see how that came right off? Another way, we'll show you, and I'm sure there's going to be some that's going to be left on from the other fillets. We have 3 more fillets to go, so if you didn't kind of catch that, we're going to show you that's off. So now we've got a beautifully skinned piece of fish right here. We can fold that and put it back on the ice. We'll lay that back on the ice. Now we're going to try another piece. And so what I was saying in the beginning of this video was that we are going to try to skin it starting from the other end, since it's a rounded tail, and if you try to skin it from here, you're going to miss meat on both sides. I've never done this before, guys, so I'm going to try with you guys right now and right here just to see if this is a better way. It might not work, but it might work out. See, already we're missing a little bit of the belly flap, but not too much. That caught right back. So you don't want a razor sharp knife to skin. Okay, see, there's a piece of skin but the bottom skinned out beautifully. Now I'm going to show you guys what happened. See, the bottom skinned out beautifully. The top started out right, but it kind of lost its way right about here. So what we're going to do, if you guys didn't see in the last one, when you got a little piece of skin left on from your skinning, you just take your knife and you try to get it up under that skin the best you can, so that you've got a little flap, and then you take that flap and you proceed like you would to skin the rest of your fish when you were skinning it. And that skin came right off. There's a little tiny piece still left on here, but because it's so thin and it curves under, don't let it intimidate you. Don't let it stop you from doing the same thing over again, repeating that process. You get a little flap, you lay it back down, and you work your knife under the skin. You just want to keep your knife as close to the skin as possible. Now the rest of that skin's off. See, there you have it, guys. Now we're going to do it again. I'm going to try it again from the way that I did it the first time, from the tail, that's the conventional way to skin a fish, is usually from the tail. But like I said, because it scoops up and it's a rounded bottom, if you try to skin it like this, you're going to have skin left on both sides. So what I try to do to start is I run my knife along the side of the piece that's showing the most skin, and I start it like that. And then you come up, and there you have it. You see? That's how you start. And so you get on level ground, and you just run your knife all the way down. Don't be intimidated if there's little pieces of skin left on the actual fillet, because we can always, it's better to get what you can that first try. See, there's a little piece left on that still, and it's not a big deal. You just do what you did. You pick up where you left off, get that off. Now you've got to work with the pieces that are left. Now you see this, guys? There's a patch here, a patch here, and a patch here. This patch, you can just kind of trim off. That came off real easy. This patch, you can kind of do the same thing. Just kind of trim it off, and that came off really easy. That skin's just about off. You just run your knife right along the skin, and that's that piece of skin. Now this one, this is a patch, and it goes down in a groove. So what you want to do is you want to try to get this little tiny piece that comes to a point. You kind of fold the skin up so you can get your tip of your knife. I don't know if you guys can see. You fold that up, get the tip of your knife up under that skin, and be real careful, guys, with your fingers because you're working with sharp tools, a sharp edge tool. So you come up with that, and you pick up right where you left off skinning. You run your knife all the way down until that piece of skin comes all the way off. Now that's off. You just got that whole piece of skin right here. That skin was left on. Listen, in a perfect world, we'd get it done right the very first time, but we all know we're not living in a perfect world. So you do the same thing here. Be careful with your fingers, guys. Don't cut yourself. You take that piece of skin and you do the same thing you did with the piece that was just on. That came off. All of that's beautifully done. And look at this little piece right here. You don't have to worry about trying to catch that little piece. You just kind of trim that off. That's a beautiful fillet. There's not a drop of skin on there. Look at that. That is a beautiful dogfish fillet. We've got one more to go, and then she's going to be ready to fry. And then we get right down to the meat, guys. Same thing. I left a nice little piece of tail on this one so I can have a handle. So what we do, like I said, we take this right here, we cut down in and start a groove. And we come right up under that skin and start it skinning right here. So now we've got that skin. We pull. Look at this. Nothing's being left on there. We pull, we pull, we pull, sawing motion. And look at that. That skin came all off on one piece. That's a beautiful piece of dogfish fillet. Guys, I can't wait to get this in the nice frying, dredging flour, seasoned and fried up. That's beautiful. And we still have this gorgeous liver. This is supposed to be very, very nutritional and good for you. This is a dogfish liver right here. We're going to clean this one up. This still has some of the intestines attached to it, which is all it's perfectly natural. And this is what the actual liver, intact, unseparated, unsevered, looks like. It's two perfect, beautiful pieces. That's beautiful dogfish liver. We have all the fins right in this container right here. And we even have a couple of eggs. These are the dogfish eggs. And you can cook these, you can boil them, you can fry them like you do regular eggs. I'm definitely going to try that out. And I'll post that in my next video to let you guys see how that comes out. Let's get that out of there. And that's beautiful liver. I can't wait to, all those who are liver lovers, fish liver's intense. It's concentrated liver, time and time over. Time and time over. It's really a good liver, and liver's really good for you. It's got a lot of iron in it. So I'm sure fish liver has got a lot of iron in it. These are the dogfish fillets. These are the fins and the livers. And we're going to put these right on ice right now. We're going to soak this in a nice saltwater, ice-cold brine to kind of get that little bit of ocean flavor out of it and get the natural taste of the dogfish. So part 3 is going to be me actually frying the dogfish fillets and actually sauteing some of the liver. We're going to cut it up. We're going to do a cook and taste. And we're going to even try some of the eggs. So make sure you tune into part 3. I'm actually really eager because I haven't done it before. So we'll find out how it comes out together. Really good seeing you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.